Hello, boys and girls. I'm Leo the Lion, and I was there in the lion's den with Daniel. Let me tell you how it happened. My buddies and I were so hungry. We hadn't eaten in days. So when I heard Daniel was going to be our dinner, I was so excited. Normally we only ate bad guys, so I asked my friends what Daniel had done wrong. He said Daniel was a Jewish man who loved God and followed God's rules. Every day he would pray to God 3 times a day. Daniel was very smart, and his work was always better than the other court officials. The king was going to put Daniel in charge of the whole empire. The other court officials didn't like this and wanted to get Daniel in trouble. But they couldn't find anything wrong with him. Daniel was faithful, responsible, and completely trustworthy. The court officials convinced the king to make a new law that any person who prays to anyone except for the king would be thrown in the lion's den. Even though it was against the new law, Daniel went home and prayed 3 times a day, just as he had always done, giving thanks to God and asking for God's help. He would only pray to God, not the king. When the king heard this, he was very upset, because he didn't want to throw Daniel into the lion's den. The king spent the whole day trying to think of a way to save Daniel, but he couldn't. The king said to Daniel then, "May your God, whom you serve faithfully, rescue you." That night, Daniel was sealed in our den. I wanted to eat him so badly. But God sent an angel to close our mouths, all of the lions and me, because Daniel did nothing wrong in the eyes of God. The king was troubled all night and couldn't sleep. Very early the next morning, the king hurried to our den. He called out, "Was your God able to rescue you from the lions?" Daniel answered, "Long live the king! My God has sent his angel to shut the lions' mouths, so they would not hurt me, for I have been found innocent in God's sight." The king was so happy he let Daniel out of our den. The king then ordered the men who tried to get Daniel in trouble be thrown in the den, because they didn't listen to God. No angels came for them. Oh, they tasted delicious. Daniel was safe because he always trusted God.